Hello to all of our faithful viewers. This is Pendragon Puma, or Connor.
And this is Mahogany Pizza. And today, we have episode 3 of
Metal Monday!
In this episode, it will feature none other than perhaps the most legendary metal band, Metallica.
Metallica? Who's Metallica? But no, really. Metallica, easily.
I don't know, I think they come from, somewhere in San Francisco. California. I don't know.
Probably some underground band.
Yeah. I'm better than everyone else because I know about this little-known band. Because they're underground, so that makes me better than everyone. Because no one knows who they are. I kid, of course.
Alright, so...
Everyone knows Metallica, even if you're not a metal fan, I believe.
This is true. So, there are earlier albums. What would you say would be your favorite? Let's say...
See,
before... let's just say...
Before the Black Album, first 4.
Yeah, first 4. Let's go with that.
So, man, this is a toughie. Because I think all 4 of them are good. For those of you that don't know, who aren't I know most people will know Metallica, but maybe if you don't know the specifics of them, Kill 'Em All, Ride the Lightning, Master of Puppets, and Justice for All. And we'll shorten those abbreviations to I don't know.
Whatever you see fit.
Master, Justice. Because, come on, it's annoying to say sometimes.
If you can't figure it out, then, oh well, sucks.
Exactly, okay.
So, the problem with choosing a favorite album with those first 4...
Because they're all pretty
awesome.
Is,
that 2 of them are my top 2. Being in Justice for All and Ride the Lightning. In no specific order, they're just my top 2 albums.
I'd say my top 2. I agree with you on Ride the Lightning. And then
Death Magnetic will be up there.
Not
as many people may agree. Master of Puppets is definitely a great album, but...
The only thing with Kill 'Em All is that it seems much more raw, in a way.
Yeah.
Because, it's their first album, so it's not
Yeah, there are a couple songs that I really like, but as a whole, I'd say that...
They don't have any slow songs on there either. They just have, It's
that's
straight up
not necessarily
which is not a bad thing, no. But I'm just saying.
But that's definitely 100% thrash metal.
Yeah, pretty much. I'll say Ride the Lightning is my favorite, and then... Oh god, I don't know though, because Master of Puppets is pretty sweet.
This is too difficult of a choice, but
I'm just gonna say those.
If I was put on the spot, I guess I'd have to choose Ride the Lightning.
Say tied for first, and maybe I'll say Kill 'Em All third, then Justice. Which it's a great album, but as a bassist, I just don't like the fact that they screwed over Jason Newsted and basically turned off the bass.
As long as they didn't do that to Cliff Burton.
Yeah, well they didn't, but the bass was quiet. But that's just metal.
This is true. But I guess my favorite would probably be, if I was put on the spot, I guess that's Ride the Lightning, Justice, and then Master, and then Kill 'Em All. Or at least for those first 4.
Yeah, man. The favorite songs, though, like Master of Puppets, I love Orion just because it has so many bass solos. Cliff Burton
Definitely one of my favorite
instrumentals
of any genre ever.
Yeah, and Call of Cthulhu.
Call of Cthulhu is a good one.
And Ride the Lightning, which also has some awesome bass in the background. It has been described by some as lead bass, which it might as well be, except it's not that loud, unfortunately. But you can still hear it.
It's loud enough.
With a keen ear. Is that even a saying? Keen ear?
Good
no, there's keen eye.
Might as well be a saying.
Keen ear makes sense?
It's a saying now.
Okay, good.
Copyright.
Keen ear.
Alright, so, Injustice for All. I want to talk about this for a second. Specifically the song Injustice for All.
I know, the lack of bass is just terrible. No,
the lack of bass, I could use some more bass in this album, but the song Injustice for All might be one of my favorites on just in general. Although I said Ride the Lightning was I like that album better. Injustice for All is probably one of my favorite songs by them, and Shortest Straw.
Oh yeah,
Shortest Straw.
That's the song that I learned how to play.
One of the best drum beats.
I learned to play Rock Band / Guitar Hero drums from that song by practicing it at least once a day.
That's how you do it.
That's how I did it. Because I was like, I want to beast on this song, so I did.
And there's always the songs. Oh no, we're not talking about the Black Album yet, so never mind.
No, we'll get there. We'll meet soon, so don't worry. Don't worry.
But didn't talk about Kill 'Em All very much. Kill 'Em All, very like Chris said, very raw and definitely 100% thrash metal.
In fact, the original album title was Metal Up Your Ass, and the cover of it was going to be a toilet bowl with a hand sticking out of it with a serrated knife or something. I don't know, with a bunch of sharp edges. man, that would hurt
But you know,
a lot.
Kill 'Em All is definitely family friendly compared to that.
Compared to Metal Up Your Ass.
Definitely more family friendly. But favorite song on that album, I'd probably have to say "Jump in the Fire."
Yeah, Jump in the Fire is good. I like Anesthesia Pulling Teeth, but I feel like that's not really... I mean, it is a song, but it's...
Yeah, it's a song on the album, but it's more just like
an awesome bass solo.
Playing bass. It's more like what it is.
Yeah.
Definitely a good bass solo, though.
My favorite song on the album is... I'd probably go with Four Horsemen. I like that song a lot. And No Remorse is also really good.
They're all good.
They're all good.
It's
indeed.
Metallica. With the exception of certain songs, almost everything is good.
Yeah, pretty much.
And when I say exception of certain songs, I mean songs like Escape that, they don't like.
Yeah,
See, it's the songs that
like it very much.
It's the songs that Metallica doesn't even like.
Yeah, they said they just made it so they could have, in hopes that they would have radio airplay.
But clearly at this point in
It doesn't matter
in their
anymore.
life, it doesn't matter about making a song specifically for radio.
And
considering they are going, I've heard that they are going to be getting their own radio station on Sirius XM.
Yeah,
100% Metallica all day long, which would be fucking incredible.
Now, if only there was one like that for Symphony X.
Of course, Symphony X.
See, there's the episodic Symphony X reference. There you go. But Metallica, yeah. See, no, they don't have to worry about getting radio play because they get it a ton, and most of that is in part due to the Black Album. See, look at that segue. Isn't that awesome? Isn't that a great segue?
We call it a segue in the biz.
Yeah, with all our experience.
No,
we know how to make
Black
these
Album.
segues.
Everyone knows that, and everyone knows Enter Sandman.
Everyone.
Enter Sandman. It's like, I don't know. I personally think it's an alright song.
It's a good
compared
song.
to other ones on that album.
There are better songs on the album. It's just the most famous one.
Like Sad But One.
Sad but one.
Sad But True. We mentioned that in the Avenged Sevenfold video.
We'll link that in the description if you want to see it, along with the first episode.
Which was Five Finger Death Punch.
Yes.
And we have more to say about them than we have to say about Avenged Sevenfold.
Yeah, pretty much.
But
which is why they were the first episode. Had to have a good debut episode. At least what we think is good. I hope you guys like it too.
Yeah.
Anyway,
And,
the Black Album. Sad But True, probably my favorite song on the album, I would
definitely
say.
good. I definitely like Don't Tread on Me.
Oh yeah, it's a good one too. Good one as well.
I don't know. I can't really. They all have a similar style. Not really like the same rhythm or anything, but they obviously all have a similar style.
Yeah, that album is slower, but it's like the sound of it is very heavy, in my opinion.
Sad But True, obviously a slow song, but it's like Chris said, it's definitely a heavier song that they have.
I also like Of Wolf and Man and My Friend of Misery because Jason Newsted, the bassist at the time, he actually wrote some of that song, which I guess is sort of evidenced by the bass intro.
Hence the bassist writing it.
Yeah. Not all of it, of course. James and Lars always have their say in everything, I think. But I mean, now their album.
Like I've heard Rob.
Magnetic
Like I've heard Rob say, he contributed about 20 things to Death Magnetic, which may sound like a lot, but he says that James Hetfield
20,000
had about 20,000 things to contribute. And I know Lars has said that you always have to keep a pen and paper ready for when James thinks of something because it
just
happens
when he's
all the
playing
time.
guitar. Cause
yeah, whenever he's playing
so he
guitar.
has to write it down.
Which brings me to a point that I just want to say that I think James Hetfield is probably the most talented one in the band. Mostly for the fact he writes a lot of music.
Maybe the most talented
guitar.
one left, because Cliff Burton was quite good.
Yes, but I mean specifically
in
the band
songwriting.
Well, strictly songwriting.
Actually, no, because Cliff Burton wrote songs and they were fucking amazing. Like
That's
Orion, he contributed.
But I mean, I've also seen James Hetfield play drums, and that makes you think, why do they need Lars? James is just as good.
Yeah, because Lars can be kind of a dick, and he's also not that good. I mean, he's good, but like not. There's like a million metal drummers that are better than him.
In terms of speed, I wouldn't say he's the best. Like,
I mean, I think
like bands like Lamb of God, their drummer Chris Adler has, if you've heard them, ridiculously fast drums.
And Jason Rulo of Symphony X, because their time signatures are just absurd, and the drumming, therefore, is also absurd.
But the one thing Lars was very important to in the metal genre was the double bass pedal.
Oh yeah,
the granddaddy.
That's the
which
one thing
that's
the one thing he's actually pretty talented with.
I do.
Not to say he's not talented with other things.
The one thing I do like about his drumming style a lot more than most of the people is the way he uses the bass drum. How he tends to use it between beats as opposed to on the beat.
He goes well like with the bass and the rhythm guitar. In fact, he often plays along with James's rhythm guitar. Ugh, sorry, had a minor hiccup there, literal hiccup. But yeah, he tends to keep along with James and his rhythm guitar and the bass of whoever is playing, whether it be Cliff Burton, Jason Newsted, Robert Trujillo, or Bob Rock, their former producer.
Or Robert Trigalio, as some people like to say.
Yeah, right. But yeah, I mean, Lars is not bad. He's just about average with some good double bass skills, I think.
Yes, I don't want anyone to think that
I think his
they have
beats
a bad drummer.
Yeah, his beats might have been like a pretty influential.
Absolutely influential.
I mean, I'm not a drummer, so I can't say these things like with absolute certain fact, but that's just what I think. It's an opinion, not a fact.
But then again, they are a big thrash metal band, but we're part of the Big Four, hence 3 other bands. So
Yeah.
they couldn't be the only thing influencing everyone.
Exactly.
And like I like to say, if Pantera was around 10 years earlier, it probably would have been the Big Five.
Yeah, true. Let's see. And then after the Black Album, they came out with some other albums that were a little more poorly received by die-hard Metallica fans, like Load and Reload.
Load I thought was pretty good. Reload had some good songs, but it wasn't Metallica.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
I thought it still sounded
Fuel
good,
felt like Metallica, mostly because of how fast it was.
Yeah, I don't know. They try to make bluesy or country sounding
really know
a little bit. Like
I feel like Load sounded
they gave
more
the guitars
country
like
than
some
Reload
sort
did.
of southern twang. That
Definitely
where
Load
did
did.
that even come from? But, you know.
Reload was more like I don't even know how to describe it,
Rock?
but more softer rock even.
Yeah.
Just not Metallica.
The Insane Anger
I definitely did
like
some of the songs though,
Yeah.
like Low Man's Lyric and Unforgiven 2 are very good
And,
soft songs,
there's
just
one
not
other-
good Metallica songs.
There's another song I was trying to think of on Reload, but it's slipping my mind at the moment. So wait, was Fuel on Reload?
Yeah.
Oh, then that's what I was thinking of. Okay.
Yeah.
Not to worry.
Although Load did have King Nothing, which I think is the best song on
favorite
that album.
album.
And it's on par with a lot of their other songs, if you ask me.
Yeah, and then
but
they had,
other than that,
yeah.
that album was not as great.
Yeah, and then they had I think it was S&M where they had just like some covers, like Whiskey in the Jar. I thought the cover, it's a cover of a Thin Lizzy song. I thought that was really good.
I haven't heard pretty much any of these except for Whiskey in the Jar, so
And,
don't have much to say about
yeah,
their
I haven't
covers.
heard that many of them either. I mean, that they also had the medley of Merciful Fate on that, which is like 11 minutes.
I have heard that. That is really good.
Yeah, on Guitar Hero Metallica.
Excellent.
It's fun to play.
But anyway.
And I don't know if this was on the album, but they had No Leaf Clover. I don't know if that came from S&M or if it just came from... Oh no, wait. This whole time I've been saying S&M. I think it was Garage Inc.
Garage Inc. was their cover, yeah. I think you're
So,
right.
yeah, okay. Sorry for the mistake, guys. If you were putting it in the comment section to correct me,
Halt. And delete your comment right now.
So, yeah. Sorry if I made you waste like 2 seconds by correcting me.
And don't want to skip over Saint Anger, although most likely one of the least popular albums.
I don't
wanna
really
skip
like it
over
that
it.
much.
Some songs I think are pretty
I
good.
thought Frantic was pretty good.
Frantic, once again, one of their
Some
best
Kind
songs
of Monster
on the
had
album.
a decent intro riff, in my opinion.
I do like, what's it called? I think it's called Invisible Kid or something like that.
Yeah, I don't know.
That
I didn't
song-
listen to much of that.
That song
that
I
album.
like, but I don't know what Lars was thinking with that
Yeah.
drum.
You mean the garbage can?
Yeah, the garbage can. I don't think it was a drum set. But
Well, it was
that's
no,
what
it was
did
a
it
drum
for me
set.
on
Just
that album.
instead of a snare drum, they had a garbage can instead,
It-
or more
yeah.
like the lid. It's just
Yeah.
like bong.
It just didn't sound right.
Yeah.
It fit Frantic, but
Yeah.
the rest of the album just sounds weird.
And then let's see, there was Death Magnetic as well. That was, of course, after Saint Anger. Came out 5 years later, and I think it was basically a return to form of their older album. It was mixed in with some elements of the newer ones.
I definitely like their instrumental, Suicide and Redemption. I think
Yeah, those are.
I don't like it more than Orion, but I think it was up there.
I think
with
I
Orion.
pretty much like every song on that album, to be honest.
Yeah, I don't think there's a bad song on that album. Come to think of
I mean,
it.
I think like the only one that I don't really listen to that much is probably My Apocalypse. I don't know. I just don't listen to it that much. It just happens.
Yeah,
Shit happens.
but
It's definitely good. And okay, well, anyway, we're running out of time here. 15-minute YouTube limit. So I hope you enjoyed the video.
Like, comment, subscribe, tell us what you want to hear. Symphony X, and we'll see you next time.
Hell yeah!